All right, everyone, welcome back to the Arizona Cardinals franchise. It is week one, preseason week one of season three, and we're coming off of our Super Bowl victory and the draft and everything. Um, Obviously, fantastic season all around. You see that we played this game 22-17 preseason Charger game. We're testing some new sliders. That's what we're doing. It's going to look very different. We want to see better defense. We want to see just better football overall, better gameplay. But let's go into let's go right into this training here. I will tell you, Clyde Walden was horrible in the game I played. He was so bad. So we're gonna try and get him going. I don't think it's gonna work very well, but why is that easier for me? I don't understand. What the fuck? I'm better at throwing those deep balls with the free form. Oh, fuck. I did this well last year. Whatever. That's fine. Get nothing. Alright, well, we get nothing there. We'll do pocket presence with Kyler. I don't know. It's probably not going to be a lot of XP or even really worth too much work time, but we'll try it. But yeah, so the reason we wanted to try the slider change is because we felt that defense was lacking. We liked a lot of the other things. We thought the run defense specifically was lacking on the computer side of things, and we felt like their run game actually on offense was pretty poor as well. Most games, so yeah, we want to see if anything changes with what we did. We're using some sliders from another YouTuber. I can't tell you his name off the top of my head. I don't remember, but I will probably start linking his video in the description if I remember. And you guys can check out his sliders. They're supposed to be more realistic settings, so that's what we're hoping for within reason. The only thing we changed was the quarters, because 12 minutes with 25 minimum play clock is really fucking slow. It took us almost a full game's worth of time, it felt like, to play a half. So for our rushing, we're obviously going to use Marcus Robinson, our first round pick. How could I not? He looked pretty solid in that preseason game I played off camera. It's definitely very, very interesting player, and a very interesting decision, obviously, as well, to draft a running back, even though I have Trey Benson and James Conner, and also plenty of depth otherwise. But it's fine. He looks really good, and him and Benson, I plan for them to be a 1-2 punch, and Conner will be definitely a back seat, but he will still get involved. Maybe he'll be our goal line back solely, or short yardage back. No, we'll get him involved. we got to get a nice rotation, because that's another thing we changed is the fatigue, wear and tear. That gets up there, the injuries as well. So it's very important that we have depth, especially at the important position that is running back for our offense, because our offense runs through our run game and our running backs. So making sure we have plenty of good depth is key. And Connor, Benson, and Robinson could be a really good trio here this year. And we'll see if it translates how I hope. And we're going to try to get this gold here. Just about there. One play left. And we get it. Do we get any special little XPs or anything? I would love to see it. Okay. Nothing super crazy, but we do get XP. Receiver battle? It's the only receiver one. Do we do a guy like Ramos, who is a superstar dev receiver, or do we go with like a Mike Morris, who's a hidden dev tight end that we just drafted? Because I feel like Marvin Harrison's already kind of getting along to where he's supposed to be. Samuel McBride and Wilson's not going to get much improved, so neither is Austin. I might go Ramos. He's 23. He could develop easily into our receiver too very quickly. Let's go Ramos. I like Morris as our tight end, but I'm gonna let him develop on his own, at least for now. We'll put him as a weekly strategy probably, but Ramos is so fast. I don't know how that's only 296, but okay. I guess it's because the multiplayer is not up yet. He's so speedy. Oh my goodness. He's so quick, so agile, so speedy. Will Ramos is the future of this offense, hopefully. Would love to see it. He's been a really incredible special teamer for us, but would love to see him be a receiver on offense. He's currently a receiver 4, so he's gonna get involved, but like, I don't know, him and Calvin Austin serve a similar purpose as the just smaller, speedy, deep threats. And obviously we have a ton of mouths to feed, even more after the draft, which is maybe a bad decision, but oh, he got 2 upgrade points for that. I didn't even realize that. Nice. That's huge. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. Offensive line, we did improve, but we still have spots we need to improve on. Obviously, could go Will Carr and continue his development, but we did bring in Sam Redding and Tevin Lewis on the offensive line, so we should probably do one of those guys. And I'm thinking Tevin Lewis because he is... I don't know, do we go with the younger guy or do we go with the guy who's older? 1 overall higher. I'm going to go Tevin Lewis. We're going to go the younger guy. He has more years to really shoot into that stratosphere of elite centers. Would love to see. Yeah, I mean, both those young interior linemen were huge gets for us here. We're really hoping they can develop into good players because the interior of our line was already a problem last year. We're really hoping for... That was really close. We're really hoping for more consistent play from the interior O-line this year to get us back to a Super Bowl. And with the sliders changes, especially going to be shown that we have a struggle there on the interior. We did lose Evan Brown. We did lose Froholt. And we're like killing this fucking game mode right now. So yeah, I'm not sure how our O-line on the interior is going to look. All I know is that our tackles are for sure locked in as Paris Johnson and Will Carr. Ryan Kelly is starting at center at the moment. We have Elgin Jenkins at starting right guard as well. So really left guard and center are the main up in the air spots that we have rookies at as well. Looking at the long trench battle, obviously Walter Nolan and Dylan Easley are both 23 absolute monsters. And we can definitely see if one of those guys can go further, but do I want to go with one of the deep tackles? I don't know. Do I want to go with someone else on this line? Maybe. Moses Cohen's only 21. Would be huge for him to get the upgrades and stuff. I mean, Nolan and Dylan Easley are so good. I think we're going to go Moses Cohen, though. All right. Moses Cohen. He's our new D-Tackle 3. We traded Darius Robinson over to the Giants, Voodoo's Giants, the other user in this franchise. And yeah, we sent him over there for a trade up. So we're gonna need more out of Moses Cohen on those, especially with the rotational differences with the auto subs and stuff. Holy shit, he's getting bodied right now. Paris Johnson was cooking him. Okay, now he can't get off the block. There we go. Okay, nice spin. There you go. Okay, he's kind of cooking now. He is cooking. It's nice stuff there. All right, we continue on to the chase and tackle drill. Definitely feeling a little bit worse about this group than others. Cody Simon has star dev. He's 25, so he's still in his prime here. But do we try to maybe get like Cole Ross to be higher overall? I think we need Cody. We're gonna go Cody Simon. We really want to get him to be more involved. We didn't use him a lot last year. I know he's not going to play every down this year because we did bring in Kyle Hamilton to help play at sub linebacker. Nice play there, but we'll see. Oh fuck, I got stuck on the line, and Trey Benson's just going to trot to the end zone. Benson trying to get shifty with it. Oh, nice hit there. Yeah, I mean, linebackers, I think that's a nice hit. We're solid at linebacker. I mean, not great. I like Mac Wilson and Cody Simon a good bit. Our depth is okay, but that's really probably the weakness of the defense when you look at it overall wise, right? They don't have the high-end players that our D-line and our secondary have, but I think they're solid. And I mean, yeah, I think Mac Wilson, Cody Simon are a nice duo. I know Mac Wilson is getting older. He's 29, so obviously gonna... Oh shit, just completely whiffed on that tackle. We're going to have to start looking for an eventual replacement for him, which Cody Simon will be. It's more going to be replacing Cody Simon's spot right now, which I'm hoping we can draft someone next year to fill that void. Either that or we'll sign somebody, but I'd rather draft someone and develop them. But we'll see. I don't know. I really like Cody Simon and Mac Wilson right now, so I'm not super concerned, but we'll see. It all depends on how these sliders really affect everything. I'm not sure how they're gonna play, and there's gonna be A run for Benson. Oh, good job. Knock him out of bounds. I mean, I don't even think he would have gotten the gold taken off, but we'll take gold for Cody. And we get 1 skill point and some XP. Lovely. DB battle. I think either Will Johnson. Man, I have so many just dudes here. Could try to go Sheldon Roth, the rookie. It's either that or do we try to get Will Johnson to be like a superstar? I think Will Johnson. I don't think Sheldon Roth fixes our corner issues. I don't think Antoine Meander fixes our corner issues. I think we need to get a corner one to be elite, and that's going to be Will Johnson. He's already very good. Better than most starting corners, I would say, in the league, but we want him to get into that top echelon of elite man corners that will just absolutely lock down a receiver all game. That's what we want out of him, and he's been developing pretty well. He's been looking pretty solid in that regard. So we're hoping for more of that. Oh, how did he make that play? That's an incredible catch from Mike Wilson. Let's get a hand in there. Nice. But, yeah, we like Will Johnson a lot. It's just who is going to be the guy next to him, on the other side. Who's going to be the other outside boundary corner? Garrett Williams has not proven that he could do that. He's proven that he can't do it, I should say, as we are just about to only get star here. That's fine. And we sit with that, but yeah, Garrett Williams has not shown that he can do what we need him to do. And field goal accuracy and coffin corner, I don't care about right now. Although we do have Manu Cardona, the rookie. We'll do that with him. But yeah, no, we really don't have any for sure set guy on the outside. Okay, not a great start. Okay, Jesus Christ. Yeah, the wind is so confusing with this sometimes. But, oh, nice. But no, what I was going to say is that I think corner, right? Garrett Williams. Okay, we suck. We suck. The wind, I feel like, again, I'm going to keep mentioning it. Now, this one's just going to be a bad kick. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to talk, and I'm fucking it up. Garrett Williams really isn't startable on the outside, I don't think. He's not terrible, but he's not good. He hasn't been good. He's fine in the slot. He will end up starting on the outside, though. Because he's the second best corner we have on our team. And what else? I mean, we have Max Melton still here. He's decent. Christian Fulton we signed. We have Antoine Meander, who's a rookie last season. We have Sheldon Roth, who's a rookie this season. Dude, I should get extra points for hitting the crossbar at this point. The wind just does not carry that shit anywhere, like at all. It's so odd. It's like sometimes it really does, and sometimes it doesn't at all. I'm surprised we even have bronze at this point, but corner is still a need, absolutely. So expect corner to be on our radar potentially at the trade deadline. Obviously, Jamel Dean was our outside corner on the opposite side of Will Johnson last season, and we let him walk because he was kind of not performing great. But, a lot of things that need to improve on that end. I guess we could take a quick look while we wait for Voodoo to finish his end of things. Quarterback, I mean, Kyler's still solid. He's regressing. We see he has a slight regression there. So we are starting to look maybe forward towards a younger guy to take over. He has 2 years left on his deal, so that would be definitely good to do. And Walden is definitely not it. He's not good. He did not show anything, so not really liking him. We have Trey Benson. We have Marcus Robinson. Insanely good duo. James Conner's still here. He's a mentor, which is awesome and huge, but yeah, he's young. He's old. I mean, I was gonna say he's old. He's regressing. He's not looking as good, but he's still good. Calvin Allen's also still here. We're keeping these 4 when it comes down to it. Baker and Richards will sit on the practice squad. That is fine. Gilliam is here still. We have Marvin Harrison, Mike Wilson, Calvin Austin, Josh Ramos. Not sure who's going to make the roster outside of that. I mean, I like Taj Washington probably, and then maybe Anthony Gold, but if not him, we might go with like Monty Brown, tight end McBride, Mike Morris, who very interested to see how he plays. Tip Ryman, got Paris Johnson, Dave Brzezinski is our starting backup left tackle. We didn't get rid of Evan Brown. I forgot about that. We'll put him on the trade block though. Actually, Sam Redding might get the start regardless. I don't know. I mean, he's only 2 overall lower than Evan Brown. Evan Brown's just like a much more balanced player. So is Mason McCormick at this point. But I would rather try to get a trade off of Evan Brown here at this point. Ryan Kelly is still hurt. Hopefully he'll be back to start week 1. But if not, Tevin Lewis will definitely take his place. He's solid enough, I guess. Jenkins, Isaiah Adams is here. We'll throw him on the trade block too, just in case. Maybe we could just move Mason McCormick back to right guard, backing up Jenkins. But we'll see. Left edge spot, we do need to move somebody. Let's move Woodward over to left edge. Didn't realize I had no one as a technical left edge. We like our depth as at edge. It's pretty decent. Nothing too crazy. I mean, I love the Herbig. Herbig's a great pickup for us. But the two, Woodward and rookie Holcomb are solid. Love the D-tackle group here. Nolan Easley, Cohen, Luke Pelage as well is not terrible. He actually looked decent in the preseason game I played. It's an interesting linebacker group, as I said. Owen Papa, we got Mac Wilson, Akeem Davis-Gaither, brought in Deion Jones, brought in Jalen Walker for his speed, Cody Simon and Cole Ross, the rookie. Deion Jones does have mentor. Very interesting. I'm thinking let's move Deion Jones over to Sam. And he can help develop, or to Will, I should say, not to Sam. He can help develop Cody Simon and Cole Ross would be nice. Corner, obviously, Will Johnson. As I said, Garrett Williams just isn't cutting it as an outside guy, but he's going to start probably. Either him or Christian Fulton. Max Melton could maybe start as well. I don't know yet. We'll see. Meander's hurt right now, but I don't know. Roth is here. It's an interesting group for sure. I'm not exactly thrilled with it, though, outside of Will Johnson. Like, a lot of these guys are decent, but we'll see how they play. With the new sliders, maybe they'll play better. Jalen Thompson, Dadrian Taylor-Demerson. Obviously, Hamilton and Buda Baker is an insane duo to have. And Brandon Aubrey, Manu Cardona. We're going to put him on our practice squad and hope he doesn't leave. Because he's pretty good. Could be a nice successor for Aubrey. We'll see, though. And Stonehouse looks pretty good. We have our long snapper. Let me see here while we wait, I guess. Look at the trade block. Never mind. If the video is ready, we'll go ahead and advance. And, ooh, very interesting. We see Xavier Watts is on the trade block. Just curious. I don't need him, but curious out of pure curiosity. What is he looking like? Also, what else is here on the trade block? I don't really think we're in the in on trading for most of anyone, probably at any position. Chop Robinson is a very interesting one, though. He would need a contract, but he could be very cool. Josiah Stewart, we wouldn't be able to trade for realistically. Corner, like I said, would be the only one, but I mean, I don't know why they're willing to trade second-year guy, Josh McDonald, but he doesn't even fit what we're looking for. Sterling Rich as well. I mean, yeah, like none of these guys are going to move the needle enough because we're looking for a man corner who's better than what we have, and none of those guys are. Yeah, Xavier Watts is chilling here. There's a lot of solid safeties in here, but we don't need them. We're chilling. Let's go ahead and upgrade our players real quick. We have Will Ramos with 2 upgrade points. If he is going to end up starting at some point, and he's going to get more playtime regardless, we need him to be a better route runner on the short to intermediate side of things, because we got to be able to utilize him more than just on the deep routes, and that's not a bad upgrade for him there. Tevin Lewis getting some upgrades. We'll go ahead and just go into the scheme fit for now. And stays at a 73 even with that, but the 2 upgrades, but he's looking more balanced, which is nice. Will Johnson gets an upgrade. Just can continue bumping up his man coverage. He's up to an 88 overall scheme fit. Does go up in injury, which is interesting. 94 man coverage is really good. Marcus Robinson, the rookie, gonna get an upgrade. His carrying is pretty horrible, actually, compared to what it should be. I'm gonna go power back, though. Trey Benson's more of our running, our elusive back, so we're hoping maybe this will be better. And we do see ability slot. He has at least superstar better. I feel like he has X Factor, though. Kyler gets an upgrade. Field general. Just gotta get the accuracies up. And Cody Simon with an upgrade. He's pretty well balanced for the most part, I would say. We'll just continue in his scheme fit of pass coverage. 4 man coverage is insane. He's a really good coverage guy. We'll leave Stonehouse to auto upgrade, and then Moses Cohen just continue being a better run defender, because baseline, that's what we need, is good run defending out of our D tackles. That is ideally what we want. And we won't worry about that right now. But other than that, we will just go into the last week of preseason games. See if we have anything here. No stories really on our end. We do have it. Oh, God. This is the thing I was most worried about, was Kyler being hurt. He has a dislocated hip. 3 to 5 weeks. So he will for sure miss week 1. That is what I was worried about. And I'm going to be looking to see if we can get somebody else in here. I don't know if I could stand. I mean, no one here is better than what we have, to be fair. So I might be looking. I might be interested in grabbing a quarterback of some kind here. A Rattler. I'm not interested in Rattler. Jerome McDonald is interesting that they have him on the trade block, but I'm not super interested. I don't know. Sam Reeves for the meme? Maybe. No, realistically, I mean, Shador wouldn't be terrible. Will Howard also could be interesting. Kyle McCord could also be intriguing. I don't like that. We're going to hold off, though. We're going to hold off and see. Dylan Easley with an upgrade. Just continue to be a better player. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, he's really good. He's been really good. We'll just continue his run defense, I guess. Marcus Robinson, another upgrade. Will go power back. He's up to an 86 already. Insane. His carrying slowly getting better, which is nice to see. The other guys are depth, so they can auto upgrade. And we will go ahead to the bye week, preseason week, and we have to cut some players. We see Justin Tucker gets cut by the Packers. Got some upgrades again. Will Johnson just continuing his development as an elite man corner. 2-man, 1 press. He's up to 96 man coverage. Incredible. Trey Benson. Continue being an elusive demon. Gets his scheme fit up further as well. Josh Ramos getting another upgrade is good as well. We'll get his slot upgrade up more. Does take him out of the... Or was he ever in the scheme fit? I don't think he was, but 2 releases nice too. Nice little upgrade. Moses Cohen. Continue. The temp boost is really boosting him up. He's not actually an 84. He's a 76 overall. And Taj Owens. Yeah, whatever. He's going to be a practice squad guy. But I was very curious in him. He has hidden dev. He's 6'9", 297, but he does not play anywhere well. Like, he is not a good player at any position. His best spot would be tackle. We see... Logan Wilson traded to the Falcons. Looks like probably Xavier Watt was part of that. Any other quarterbacks? No, not yet. How about Trade Center? Anyone get added onto here that I'd be interested in? Not really. Like, in terms of guys that would fit in our offense best, it'd be Jalen Milroe. But my issue with that is that he would be redundant with my Samurais franchise. I don't really want to trade for him for that reason. The Bengals have Bobby Sullivan, who, again, I mean, it's just, they don't fit. You know, none of these guys really fit. We could trade for maybe Braylon Hurts. He would fit, but I think they like him actually there. Even though he is on the practice, or he's on the trade block, I should say. Let's check our injuries, because that's a key thing for me at this point is where are we on his return? He's 2 to 4 weeks, so he will absolutely be out week 1. Could be out longer. We're probably going to have to try to trade for somebody. We'll see. But for now, we'll keep our quarterbacks as they are. Like I said, we're going to practice squad Baker and Emmett. That's the same dude, Baker and Richards, I should say. We're keeping the 4 here. They want us to cut Connor. We're keeping 4 running backs. Screw you. Receiver, Harrison, Wilson, Ramos, Austin, Washington, all staying. So, yeah, we'll get rid of Gold. So that's 5 receivers. We'll probably just keep 5. Realistically, we'll practice squad the 2 young guys, and then Weaver will we'll hold on to him for now, but we might end up cutting him. Got our 3 tight ends, got our 2 left tackles. No one wants to trade for Evan Brown, which I get, but we might use him to maybe trade for a quarterback for depth purposes. Practice squad Wallace. We'll practice squad Owens. Try to keep 5 edges would be good. Yeah, Michael Holcomb has interior flexibility too, so we don't necessarily need to sign another D tackle. We'll stick with our 4. Linebacker would be nice to keep all of these guys, but we might have to get rid of one of them. Corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hardy's gone. Hilliard's gonna go in the practice squad, and then I think I don't know, Meander or Roth. It's tough because I really like Meander, but I don't know. We'll come back to it. Even though we're going to have to make some cuts eventually. We'll practice squad Boyce. We'll get rid of Crawford. Kicker, we will practice squad Manu Cardona. Hopefully he doesn't go somewhere else, but he probably will. We're going to have to get rid of somebody here. Ideally, want to keep these corners. We just need higher end talent there. I'm not sure. I mean, 73 press versus Roth, who has 71. Like, Roth is younger, but he's also just nowhere near the athlete. I'm going to practice squad Roth. No. We're going to keep the rookie. Meander, practice squad. It's a tough one. Tough decision to make there, but we're keeping those guys. We'll go ahead and practice squad Walker, I guess. Hate to do that, but we're gonna have to. And we're gonna have to get rid of Weaver. And we need to get rid of one more, and I think we're actually gonna be getting rid of Sutphin here. We're gonna have one quarterback on the roster for the time being, until we make a trade, hopefully. All right, and we head into week 1, but before week 1 starts here, and we aren't gonna obviously play this in this one. We will choose a draft class, keep it auto-generated. D tackles. Oh my goodness. Crazy D tackle group here. We don't need more. So that's actually not a bad thing for us, because that means some other talent's going to fall with all these really good D tackles. So that is nice to note. There are a lot of quarterbacks. I'm going to put the quarterbacks on my what's the word? On my radar here, because Kyler is getting older and he's regressing. His contract's almost up too. Running backs, I mean, we don't really need anymore. Receiver, not sure at the moment where we're at with that. Tight end, we're good. O-line, Jesus Christ, the interior line is looking horrific. So 2 day 3 guys and a first rounder, that's it. Offensive line in general just looks really bad in this class, so this is not a good class to need O-line. Edge rusher. Off-ball linebackers don't look great. Corner is a huge need, yet it doesn't look great again. Off of what I see here. So, I don't know. I mean, obviously, again, so early into the process, we can't see. The Bills take Manu Cardona from us, unfortunately, but that's all right. Jalen Walker goes to the Bengals practice squad, or from the practice squad. Again, unfortunate, but is what it is. I want to see, before we do anything else, this will be the last thing we do, is try to get a quarterback, because we just can't sit. Sutphin is a giant. Oh, he picked him up. Very interesting. I need to trade for a quarterback, unfortunately. It's just it's not looking great here with Walden being the starter for the time being. No offers, huh? I need a quarterback, please. That and a 6th round pick. That and a 5th round pick. Any offers? How about a 4th? Okay, we'll just take a gander around them and see if we can figure out anywhere that would make sense. We're also going to be taking a backup guard, so a backup quarterback. So, oh, Jesus Christ, the Ravens could use him, but they're paying Lamar Jackson $82 million a year. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no fucking wonder, dude. I can't make a trade with them at all because they just don't have the money. That's insane. The Saints could use a left guard. I mean, slight upgrade, though. So not really looking there. Probably not Texans either. Could make a case for the Bills, maybe. I mean, the Niners would make sense, but at the same time, I don't really want to give them to a division rival. Especially when we're going against them this week. They do need a tackle. They have no money to make moves, so love when the teams just have no idea how to manage their cap at all. So what team makes the most sense? I don't know. Can we just? I don't even want any of those guys. Saints have the best options for me. I think Rattler's the move. I'll give him a 5th, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, we're in a really rough spot here. So we're gonna wait on Voodoo, see what he thinks. So we don't. Sweet. Let's see if it goes through, please. Ugh, declined. Terrible. I mean, how? Why are you that attached to him? We have to send a 4th. Maybe we send a 5th next year, 2 years from now. That gets accepted. Not ideal. I didn't want to have to trade this, but make this amount of it's fine. It's fine in the grand scheme of things. It's better this way because we're not rocking without Kyler and with Clyde Walden. So yeah, we got one more week, please. Kyler, come back, please. Rattler's here. He's a Cardinal now. He's fine. He's gonna be okay enough, I guess. He'll fill in. But yeah, rough situation there. There's really no one else cut here. That looks interesting. Maybe look at the practice squad guys. Marcus Parrish. Interesting name. But yeah, let me see here real quick. Is there any interesting names on the practice squads of anybody? Maybe. Because I'm always curious to take some guys. That's not really looking like it. And to be fair, I don't really know where I would fit them in on our team. Yeah, no, we're good. But that is going to be it for this episode. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.